So here's a good tip for people that are switching cities. You know, I have a lot of people that say, you know, I'm coming from New York, I've driven in New York, and I'm going to be starting to drive in LA. I've had people from LA that say I'm going to be starting to drive in Vegas. People in Seattle that say, you know, I'm moving over to Austin. All scenarios. Guess what? Every city is different, not in the way you conduct Uber, not in the way you drive, not in the categories, but in the lay of the land, the layout. To know a city, the neighborhoods, the bad neighborhoods, the good neighborhoods. Some neighborhoods are rough, you know. I learned the hard way once. I was in a neighborhood and shit, it wasn't fun. You know, I had a escaped convict on board. I had no idea. 3 phones in the car, the guy. And 4 streets later, I was surrounded with 7 police cars, drawn guns at the guy in the front passenger. I was in a very, very bad neighborhood. I did not know it. So, study your neighborhoods. Know where to drive. Know how to get around the city. Know your highways. Know your shortcuts. Know where you can save time. And that also goes for the city that you are moving to. You know, reach out. There's a big Uber community. I have a lot of people that say, hey, how does LA function? Well, the first thing is if I'm referring that person and they are in LA, we sit down face to face and we have lunch and we go over the whole map, all the highways, 101, 5, 405, 10 freeway, 90 freeway. We discuss how to move around the city in peak times, traffic times, non-traffic times. And they get a real good understanding of the layout of the city. Now, LA is big, it's huge, right? But whether you're in Chicago, Austin, Houston, New York, Orlando, Seattle, Utah, doesn't matter, Salt Lake City, you just have to know how to move around, you know, also save time for the customer. You don't want to take him on some long ass trip, right? Even if the GPS sometimes says, you know, he's going to route you up a certain highway, back down another highway, there might be another super shortcut through there at a specific hour. So these type of things come in handy. Never be shy to ask the passenger if there's a route that he or she prefers. I do that. Sometimes they say, you know what, I really don't like that 4 or 5 highway. Could we possibly take this? Absolutely. Make him happy, make her happy. So when you're moving from state to state, city to city, take the time, learn the ins and outs of that city. Now, Vegas is a city that has come up in a lot of discussions, a lot of emails that I get. Vegas is pretty basic. It's very, very, very busy along the Strip, Las Vegas Boulevard, and it's very busy at the airport. So usually it's a lot of back and forth between hotels and airport, or evening shuttling people to events, concerts, etc., shows. And you know, of course it can take you out into the remote neighborhoods of Vegas, but generally if you're driving around that area, which is super busy, I've taken an Uber a couple of times there in Vegas, you know, it's not too hard to figure Vegas out. But there are some cities like New York or Houston or LA that are so massive, you really want to study the map before you get behind that wheel. That's my little tip right there. Have a great day.